सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। आत्मा त्वं गिरिजामतिः सहचराः, प्राणा शरीरं गृहम्, पूजाते विषयोपभोगरचना, निद्रा समाधिस्थितिः, संचारः पदयोः प्रदक्षिणविधि, स्तोत्राणि सर्वा गिरो, यद्यत् कर्म करोमि तत्तदखिलम् शम्भो तवाराधनम्। करचरणकृतं वाक् कायजं कर्मजं वा, श्रवणनयनजं वा, मानसं वापराधं, विहितमविहितं वा, सर्वमेतत् क्षमस्व। जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो। जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Good afternoon, everyone, and a very warm welcome to all of you to today's webinar. And we are continuing with what we did last Tuesday. We have Rajen Bhai with us, who is going to share a number of practices given by revered Soli Tavaria ji to upgrade awareness so that we can improve our standing on the scale of evolution. And it has become all the more necessary because, as we all seem to notice, that Mother Earth is going through a major transition. And the times are such that we need to upgrade our awareness. And it is very important, not only for leading a good life, but for maintaining existence as we know it. So, and last week we learned the refining exercises. I did them after a very long time, and it was very invigorating for me. And in fact, I have been in touch with Rajen Bhai for the music which can, and the instructions that can help us. I have got some files, I'll be sharing them with the group. And Rajen Bhai is here with us to carry the whatever was left on the last Tuesday forward. So welcome, Rajen Bhai.
Thank you, sir.
And the program is all yours.
Thank you. Good afternoon to everyone. I'm quite sure everyone has been practicing the exercises. We'll repeat the exercises, but what I want to do initially is go through the rest of the exercises. So then when we repeat them in the right sequence. So we know in which sequence we have to do everything every day. Now the next set of exercises are called attentive, tension, and relaxation exercises. The most valuable commodity we have is our attention. And we must understand what is attention and where does attention come from. Attention is the desire for the divine to experience life. The divine throws attention out of the eyes, and I am able to see you. If attention does not flow out of the eyes, I may be looking at you, but I am not seeing you. So it is that desire, we call it as uski ichha shakti, his desire to experience life, which allows attention to move through the subtle levels, it moves through the mind, it moves through the five senses. Now, when we look at attention, we understand something very valuable. In the old days, there was a kingdom in Crete called, in Crete, there was a king called Minos. And Minos had a huge maze where prisoners would be taken into the maze and they would be left over there and they could not find their way out and they would die over there. One prisoner got this idea of taking a ball of string with him. So he tied the string outside and the guards left him in the maze, and then, pulling the string, he was able to find his way out. Now, if we can understand attention, attention comes from the divine. It flows through whatever subtle levels we have, and it comes out through the five senses to experience life. If we can turn that attention around, instead of the attention going out, if the attention goes in and follows the path from where it came, then one day that attention takes us back to the divine. So the most simple path to go back and to experience the divine is to turn your attention around and take it back on the path through which it came. Of course, it comes through the mind, and the mind is full of sanskars, etc. But that's a different thing. What I'm trying to say is that, do we work with our attention every day? Just as we have a knife in our kitchen, and every few months we must sharpen the knife, otherwise it won't be able to cut the vegetables. Similarly, do we work with our attention every day? Do we sharpen our attention every day? Now, one of the qualities of attention is that it can neutralize something called tension. So let us look at these exercises, very, very simple exercises. These are very simple exercises, and we'll start with our two hands, right? And in this, we tighten the fists like this, tighten till they are very tight. We feel a little pain inside, and then we try to hold our attention here as if we are neutralizing the tension. We are not releasing the tension. We are neutralizing the tension through attention. So we'll do these exercises together. We'll start with our two fists. Put your hands like this and tighten them. Tight, 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 tight. Hold them. Try to neutralize the tension through application of attention. Release them. Relax. Right? Again, we look at our two fists. Tighten them. Tight, tight, tight. Hold. Neutralize with attention. Apply attention. Relax. We do it one more time. Tighten the fist. Tight, tight, very tight. Feel a little pain inside. Tight. Hold attention on them. Relax. Then the second exercise is both the hands. We stretch both the hands this way and this way, as if one is being pulled in one direction and one in the other direction. So we stretch them tight this way, tight, tight. Hold them there. Sense them. Feel the hold attention over there. Relax them. Again, tight, 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 tight. Hold. Feel. Put attention inside. Relax. Last time. Again, tight, 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 tight. relax. Okay, very good. Now, we'll do the chest. We'll breathe in and expand the chest. Breathe in, expand, tight, tight, tight. Let the air fill in all the small places. Tight, hold it there. Rotate your attention in the chest. Relax. Again, breathe in, tight, tight, tight. Rotate your attention in the chest. Relax. Last time, breathe in, tight, tight, tight. Expand the chest, expand, tight, tight. Rotate attention, relax. Now we'll do the stomach. Put your hands on the stomach. In this, it's the opposite of the chest. You breathe out, you don't breathe in. In the chest, we took the breath in. Here we breathe out and pull in the stomach. Pull in, pull in, pull in, breathe out, pull in, pull in, pull in, hold, rotate attention, relax the stomach. Again, breathe out, pull, 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 hold, rotate attention, relax. Last time, breathe out, pull in, pull in, pull in, pull in, pull, pull, breathe out, hold, rotate attention inside, relax. Right. Now the last exercise in this series, we'll have to stand up. And how will we do it here? We'll stand on our toes like this, with the hands up like this, right? Can you lift this a little? Okay, we'll show Purvi will be doing. Please look at Purvi. She'll be doing it. We've shifted the?
Yeah. Yes.
Keta, will you spotlight Purvi? Yeah, it's there. Thank you.
Okay, we'll lift the hands. Look at her and stretch, stretch, lift on your toes, hold, roll attention through the body, relax. Again, one more time on the toes, hold, roll attention, relax. Last time on the toes, lift the body, lift, tight, tight, lift, lift, hold, relax. Okay, please sit down, please sit down. These exercises look very simple, but one of the biggest causes of disease is that we hold on to tension in the muscles, and the muscles must release tension. Actually, the muscles are very important because muscles record every thought, muscles record every sensation, muscles record every feeling. So the muscles are the repository of our entire experiential history. Everything lies in the muscles. And we must learn to stretch the muscles so we release all the stuff we are holding in the muscles. One of the things which Mr. Tavaria wanted to teach his group was how to enter into your dreams consciously. And these were the preliminary set of exercises which we were doing for that. Unfortunately, he could not teach the group, but he did teach me over a period of 1.5 years. And I was practicing that dream yoga. So these are the preliminary exercises which help us to work with our dreams. And as we progress on this Tuesday to Tuesday, maybe one session we'll take on dreams and how to work with dreams. Right? So now I want to go through the sequence. The sequence is that when we wake up in the morning and we start the exercises, we first grow through the attentive, tension, and relaxation, this whole series which we just did. After that, we do one exercise called Swaisu. Swaisu is actually an ancient Taoist exercise, which Mr. Tavaria, he changed it and he made a little changes, and it's very, very powerful, very powerful. It'll make you a young person again, this one exercise. So I'll just demonstrate. I'll let Purvi demonstrate that exercise, right? Okay, they are there outside. I'll demonstrate. Oh. She's not there on the screen.
Sir, her video is off. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So in this exercise, we lift our hands here like this, and we breathe in from the nose like this. We breathe in from the nose and breathe out, swinging the hands from the mouth. Okay, let's do it together. Right? Lift your hands, breathe in, swing and release. Now we want to do this with the music. So we are going to do 1, 2, 3 in, 5, 6 out. 1, 2, 3, you breathe in, 5, 6 out. First look at her and look at me otherwise, and just do it, just look at us, and then we'll do it together. One, 2, 3 in, 5, 6 out. Swing your hands, swing your hands. Breathe in full. Okay. It's a very powerful exercise. When I met Mr. Tavaria in 1988, I had a very bad lifestyle. I won't go into it, but my cholesterol levels were, and my triglyceride levels were above this thing. So he made me do this exercise continuous every day for 10 minutes. And in 6 months, everything was clear. So very, very powerful exercise. If you do it even for 1 minute at the end of a very tiring day, you'll feel as if you're fresh again. And it's what we call for Nadi Shuddhi in yoga. And Mr. Tavaria used to say, you don't count your age in years, right? You count your age on the quality of your nadis. So, I mean, if your nadis can become young again, then please do this exercise. So we start with the tense, relax, move through them. Then we do this one exercise for 1 minute, that is 36 breaths with the music. Then we go through the 6 exercises plus 3 to 1, which we repeated last time. Let us go through those exercises once again. So we start with the first exercise, chest. Put the spotlight on her, right? First is chest. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, second exercise, the stomach. Put your hands on the stomach, right? Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, breathe out. Pull in the muscles of the stomach, 5, 6, breathe out, right? One, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, the third exercise, stretch the legs, try to catch the toes, catch wherever you can. You have to show her full. Yeah. Okay. Breathe in with the music. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out. 5, 6. Keep the head straight up, little slanted up. Okay. With the music now. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay. Okay. Now the next three without music. In the fourth exercise, you can put it on me. Yeah. In the fourth exercise, 1 deep breath in 5 installments. Breathe out from the mouth forcefully. Right, all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. Breathe out from the mouth forcefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 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 Very good. Sixth exercise, breathe in for 5 seconds. Hold the breath for 5 seconds. Breathe out, emptying the lungs in 5 seconds. Hold the empty lungs, that is, hold the breath out for 5 seconds. All together, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold empty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. इनके हाथ बताओ पड़ेगा. Okay. Again, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold empty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Sixth exercise. We take a deep breath. Block the nose. Push the chin down into the hollow of the neck and swallow your own saliva as if you're drinking water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look up, release. Again, take a deep breath. Block the nose. Push the chin down. Swallow your own saliva. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look up, release. Last time, take a deep breath. Block the nose. Push the chin down. Swallow your own saliva. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look up, release. Now we know that we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we do 3, 2, 1 in reverse. So we again do the third exercise. Stretch the legs. Catch the toes. Look up with the music. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6 out. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Try to look up. Try to look up. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Second exercise, stomach. Hands on the stomach. 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. Push the stomach out. 5, 6. Pull in the muscles. Breathe out. With the music. 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 3, 5, 6. 5, 6. First exercise, chest. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, okay. Very good, very good. I hope you got the sequence. So we start with tense, relax. We finish that series. We do 1 minute of what do you call swaisu. Then we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 1, these exercises. After doing these exercises, we do 1 minute of alternate breathing, right? So alternate breathing, we just breathe in from this nostril, 1, 2, 3, breathe out from this nostril, 5, 6, the other nostril, breathe in from the same nostril, 1, 2, 3, breathe out from this nostril, 5, 6, right? I'll just do it for you. I'll show it to you with the music. You don't have to nod your head. I'm just doing it to show you when I'm breathing in and breathing out. We do it together, right? All of us. Okay, all of us together. એને હાથ એવી રીતે મૂકવા પડે કે કયો નાક છે દેખાય. Okay. Okay. Right. I call this exercise the good luck exercise. I'll just explain this exercise, a very beautiful exercise. Now, last time when we talked, we said that when we breathe in, air goes in from here, but it is not air, just air, it is air plus prana, right? Now, when the air reaches here, this point over here, the prana and the air separate. That is, the air goes in the lungs and the prana enters the nadi, wraps around the backbone like this, and comes down to an area called the perineum. The prana filters in the perineum. Now, when the air goes through the right nostril, the prana moves with a positive current. When the air goes through the left nostril, the prana moves with a negative current. Now, in the perineum, we have one chakra, which is called Muladhar. And this Muladhar, its basic element is the earth element. Now, when we say earth element, we have to take it as an electric current, as a vibration, not just what earth we see outside, right? So I'm sitting on the chair is giving me support. That support is the earth element. Now, somebody may be in depression, I go to his home and give him support. That is also a subtle form of earth element. So the earth element gives support. The earth element gives what do you call happiness. The earth element gives good fortune. Now what happens? That when I breathe in from this nostril, the current goes down to the perineum into the Muladhar Chakra with a positive charge. But then I'm alternating again from this nostril. So the current again goes down into the Muladhar with a negative charge. And I'm giving the Muladhar positive, negative, positive, negative, and I'm forcing it to release the earth element in my breathing. So my breath takes on the current in my breath. That is, the prana in my breath takes on the earth element. It could be any 5 elements. And the earth element always brings good fortune and happiness. So some days, can be very bad. You miss the bus, right? And you go to the office, the boss is very angry and you've forgotten your umbrella and it's raining all the time. Now, this is a time where you need a little bit of good luck. So you sit in a corner and you sort of do this exercise so that the good fortune releases in your breath. You invite good fortune in life. And that is why I call this the good luck exercise. Very, very good exercise. Of course, it's an ancient pranayam, but when you do it in rhythm, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, then you're giving the current to the Muladhar in a very harmonious way. When you see people doing it on TV, they're going so aggressively. I mean, they'll destroy the Muladhara Chakra, you know. So so when we do it with this rhythm, it really brings this. A very good exercise to have children to do before they go for their exams or before we go for an interview. It's a good exercise. It brings good luck. So we don't want the, what do you call, Akash Tattva running in our breath when we go for an interview. Akash Tattva always brings misfortune, right? So we want the earth element, the Prithvi Tattva running. Now, so we do 1 minute of this exercise again with the music 36. And now the final exercise. And this exercise, Mr. Tavaria used to call it the gold nugget. And he used to say, if you take a scale and you put all the other exercises on one part, and if you put this single exercise on the other part of the scale is heavier than all the exercises. And he said, this is not just an exercise for physical health, emotional health, and mental health. This is a spiritual exercise. Actually, this morning I was talking in the ashram about the 7 regions below the Muladhar Chakra. That is what we call the Patal Lok. And that Patal Lok is our deep unconscious mind. And each level has different kinds of what do you call possibilities and how to open those possibilities. But one of the most powerful exercises to open that unconscious mind is what we are going to do now. It is called the gold nugget. And let me eat a small chocolate right now. When he first gave this exercise, when he first what do you call made this exercise, he called it the Rajen rhythm. So anyway, so that's my chocolate. Anyway, but then we later on coined the word gold nugget for this exercise. This exercise is in 2 parts. The first part, this is the navel. So you put your hands below the navel over here, right? Hands below the navel. And in this, you have to pull in the lower abdomen. That is the abdomen below the navel, So in this, you pull this in, pull this. Don't push it in with the hands. Hands are just for support. We pull this in, pull, and we hold it, right? Now, when we are pulling in, we will breathe out. And we will hold the breath out for 40 seconds and keep this pulled in. Just now, all of us can't do 40 seconds, so we are going to do 10 seconds. But first, just look at me, how I do it. And you just rotate this. Okay, so first you pull in, here, down, right? Pull in, pull, and breathe out at the same time. Breathe out, hold the breath out, hold this in, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, release. So we did this for 10 seconds. We'll do it again. Take a deep breath first. Deep breath. Now breathe out and pull in. Pull in, pull in, pull in, pull in, pull in, pull, hold. Keep the breath out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, release. Now, this is the first part of the exercise, and we'll do it for 10 seconds every month. Keep increasing till you reach 40 seconds. Then start the second part of the exercise. But I'm going to teach you the second part now as if we all have reached 40 seconds, right? So again, we'll do it. Put the hands there. Breathe out, pull in, pull in, pull in, pull in. Hold the breath out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now say 40 seconds are over. 40. Don't release this. Keep pulling in and start breathing, shallow breathing from your nostrils. Very shallow. Very shallow. As if you're doing Kapal Bhati, but very, very fine Kapal Bhati. Not like that. And keep this lower abdomen pulled in, the perineum pulled in. Okay, we do it once again. Okay. Again, put your hands below the navel, right? Pull in, breathe out, pull in, breathe out, pull in, breathe out. Hold the breath out, keep this pulled in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Take the other hand here and start fast, shallow breathing. Breathe out, in automatically. Breathe out, in automatically. Okay. Okay. Please sit down. Please sit down. Now it will take some time to perfect this exercise. Because when he taught us in 1993, it took nearly 1 year to perfect this exercise. Yeah. So start practicing from now. Now, when you pull in the perineum, that is, pull in the lower abdomen, the perineum goes up like this. When you're holding your breath out, the diaphragm is tight like this. So between the perineum and the diaphragm, a kind of circuit is built in 40 seconds. And from here, you start breathing. Very shallow. But it sends a fine electrical current up the spine to the right midbrain, where there is a small area which is called the silent area, and it awakens that silent area. And in that silent area, the divine is sitting, right? So one day, maybe if we awaken, it is called the Bindu Chakra. Next to the Sahasrara, there's a small chakra called the Bindu. It awakens that Bindu Chakra. One day, God sitting over there may communicate with us and say, hi, how are you? What would you like for breakfast or something, right? And it's a very powerful exercise, very, very powerful exercise. It clears the whole passageway, the whole inner passageway. And you start with 10 seconds, try to reach 40 seconds. Once you reach 40 seconds, start shallow breathing. First do 20 seconds of shallow breathing, so it's 1 minute. Over a period of time, do 2 minutes and 20 seconds of shallow breathing. So the whole exercise will take 3 minutes, right? And it's each and every brain cell will become new in this exercise, right? The pathways in the brain will change. Creativity will come in our life, apart from the physical benefits. So very, very powerful exercise. So these are Mr. Tavaria's basic exercises. Later on, someday we can go into his deeper exercises, which he has what you call synchronized with the Yoga Sutra. But so we start our day with tense and relax. 1 minute of Swaiso, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 1, right? 1 minute of alternate breathing, and then the gold nugget. And this is a schedule which we follow every day. Every day. Has anyone got any questions on this? Then I can go to the next exercise. Any questions anyone has?
Do we stand and do this exercise, last exercise?
No, no, you can sit and do it. You can sit and do it.
Like,
the laptop is so small.
Yeah, no, doesn't matter. I simply ask, we have to pull in the perineum and then hold the breath.
We pull in the lower abdomen. The perineum rises on its own.
Yeah, I can understand.
Yeah, but when we pull in the perineum in yoga, it is called as Mulbandh. We don't do direct Mulbandh. We pull in the lower abdomen, so there is an indirect Mulbandh.
That I got it. But we can do it sitting.
Yes, yes. You please do it sitting. Please do it sitting.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions?
Sir,
Okay.
hello.
Yes, sir.
I have a question.
Please
Rajen,
go
I have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
SN Shukla.
Yes. Good
Sir,
afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Rajen bhai. Actually, I've got two questions. One is that when we are doing that, that swinging exercise,
Right.
are we standing on our soles or
Yes, the
are we
feet are
standing
firmly
on
on the
our
ground.
toes?
No, firmly on the ground.
Firmly on the ground. And my second question is.
And I would like it more if you could, with your toes, try to grip the ground a little.
Okay. And my second question is, I have not quite followed this shallow breathing. So if you could kindly, explain it again when you have this thing.
I'll do it sitting this time. So So this is the lower abdomen. I pull this in and I breathe out, right? And I'm holding this for 40 seconds. And then I start shallow breathing. Shallow breathing is I just breathe out as minimal as possible and let it come in automatically. So it'll go come in automatically. I'm just breathing out.
So when
No, you've again.
When we are doing the motion of breathing out slowly, actually we are breathing in.
It's not slowly. You're breathing out fast, but very shallow.
Okay.
Fast, but shallow.
Okay. I'll try and ask you next time if I'm not able to do it. Yeah.
I know it is a little difficult. It is a little difficult, but it's a very good exercise.
Thank you.
Okay. Now I have to take the rhythmic breathing. Before that, I want to take one more exercise. And this is the Prism exercise. And I'll just show it to you. You have to take the laptop there. It's a white sheet of paper. And I put it on the table like this, on my table like this, right? This is a 32 millimeter equilateral prism. 32 millimeter equilateral prism. And I put it like this. The pointed part towards me. Any three of the pointed parts, any one of the three pointed parts towards me. Right? Now I put my elbows on the table and I look into the prism. Right? Can you do it a little fast where the whole picture can come somehow? So I look into the prism. And I'll try to look as if I'm looking through and through the prism. No, you can't see the full thing. You in between where the right. Yeah. Try to look as if you're looking through the prism. That is, even though the prism has this bottom over here, there is no bottom. You're looking through as far as away as possible. It is as if somebody is very far away and you're looking like this. It's like, I can't see. Who is that? Who is that? Try to look further. Try to look further. Similarly, try to look through the prism. Right? Through the prism. Don't stop looking further, as if you're still looking, still looking, still looking. Now, when you start this exercise, put a timer for 5 minutes. All watches and mobiles have timers now. So put a timer for 5 minutes and look into the prism, through and through the prism. Relax your eyes. You can blink your eyes as much as you want, right? And just keep looking through. But the idea is to look through and keep on looking far away. I have lost my most precious thing in life. The only place I can find it is in the prism. And I can't see it as yet. I'm looking further. I can't see it as yet. I'm looking further. So there is this process of 5 minutes where I'm looking further and further. Now, don't do this for more than 5 minutes every day. Just now we have all these lights on over here because we are doing this recording, right? But do it in natural light. You sit on your same table, but have natural light around you. So don't do it at night. Now, as you're looking through the prism, Mr. Tavaria used to call this the registration area. And thoughts are hitting our registration area from here like this at 120 thoughts per second. Now, I am only paying attention to the prism. And I'm looking far away, and in that effort to look far away, at a certain point, the thought and my attention will detach. In that moment of detachment, the prism will vanish. The prism is still there, but you will see an empty space without any prism. That is a moment of no thought. Suddenly, your attention and thoughts have detached, right? So immediately the thought will come down and the prism has vanished and it will come back again, right? So again, you're looking at the prism, again, keep looking through. Now, the idea is that when the prism vanishes, to keep looking through, don't bother about the prism vanishing, because immediately you'll start thinking that the prism has vanished. And that whole effort we have done to detach from thought will go waste, right? So don't bother about the prism vanishing. You keep looking through as if the prism is still there. And in doing that, that space will remain without any prism. And you may reach a state, if you can do it for 6 months, very religiously, where the prism remains vanished for 30 seconds or even 1 minute. Now, this is a very heightened state of awareness, very, very heightened state of awareness. Can you imagine that I'm looking at you, but my monkey is chattering all the time, and suddenly now my monkey is not chattering and I'm looking at you, or I'm looking at the tree. Please. I'm looking at the tree. Is there a difference between both the lookings? Can you understand what I'm trying to say? In one looking, I'm looking at you and this guy is chattering over time. And in one, he's calmed down and I'm looking at you. Is there a difference between both the lookings? So this is what is called as darshan, atha yoga darshanam. This is what is called as darshan. To have that moment of perception without the interference of thought. So this is a very, very simple shortcut, only 5 minutes a day, but it's the most powerful exercise. Now, if we can reach a state where the prism remains vanished for 1 or 2 minutes, don't feel that we are in a state of no thought for 1 minute. We have reached a state of no thought of 1 second. But that 1 second is so profound, the prism may remain vanished for all the 5 minutes. That 1 second is so powerful. This 1 second of no thought is what Mr. Tavaria used to call as dharana. Now, in one of the talks, I'm going to take up how thoughts are made. What is the raw material into the formation of thought? Now, thought comes from here. It comes here at 120 per second. These are thought forms. Here we register 16 thoughts per second. We are not aware of all the 16 thoughts. Only a very person who has a high level of judgment, or is a very good judge or a very good card player, somebody may be aware of all 16 thoughts. But what is the difference between the thought which comes here and the thought which becomes from 120 into 16? Language is added. The thought which is created over here is a thought form that could be universal for everyone. When it comes here, I register it as a language. I add a language to it. This monkey that is chattering all the time is chattering in a language. It is not chattering in thought. Now, when I am able to stop the thought for 1 second, instead of coming round here, the energy, can you see when I've stopped I'm saving the energy, that pure energy of life, which would have gone to modify, which we call in yoga as vritti, which it would have modified into thought. I've not allowed it to become vritti, yoga chitta vritti nirodha. So in that moment of not allowing it to be a vritti, I have saved 120 thoughts. And that energy of 120 thoughts opens a doorway over here. This is the central brain channel over here, right? It has 4 doorways. It is called as the Brahmarandra. Now that power opens the Brahmarandra, and instead of the thoughts traveling this way, now this energy comes here, and I do action through that intuitive energy. That is, my actions are now not clouded by memory, because all thought has memory. It is not clouded by thought. And this is the beginning of right action in life. So Mr. Tavaria used to say, if you can stop your thoughts through the prism exercise for 1 second, it is dharana. Over a period of 1 or 2 years, the prism, you just look at it and it will vanish. You may come to a state of dhyana. That is, now you have stopped the thoughts for 10 seconds. And maybe in this lifetime, we reach a state where we can stop the thoughts for 100 seconds, which we used to call as samadhi. So dharana, dhyana, samadhi. These 3 states which Patanjali talks about through a simple exercise, an ordinary prism. Right? Any questions on this? See, I don't know. You feel you're just looking at the table. You're not looking at the table. You're looking inside. And you're looking for your most precious thing. You have lost yourself. You're looking for your most precious thing. You're looking inside. And in that moment when the thoughts stop, you'll get a glimpse of that old friend of yours, which you have left thousands of years ago. Right? So, very, very fast shortcut. Many of us are quite old. We would like to experience that glimpse of powerful consciousness which comes in that moment of no thought. Any questions on this? Any questions?
Rajen bhai, I have a question.
Yes,
you hear
yes,
me?
please. Yes, yes.
You see, the prism you used is a 32 millimeter prism.
Yeah.
But normally, I think we get prism which is about 50 millimeter or something. So will
you can initially, if you feel this is too small, use a 38 millimeter.
Okay.
But don't use bigger than 38 millimeter.
Okay.
Later on, when you become what do you call sort of adapted to this exercise, then you will find 38 also too big. You'll want to use a 32 only.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
So, the clarity which comes, and when you buy the prism, please see that there are no air bubbles inside the prism. There are no scratches inside the prism. You would like to have a clear prism.
Mr. Vinod Pandey, I think, is asking a question.
Yeah.
Sir, my question is that is it something particular about this form of prism? Could it be any other shape of glass or only prism?
Only the prisms.
Only prism.
Prism
So there must be some specific reason for that, sir.
Yeah, because it's neutral and it has 3 sides. So it is a balance of the 3 forces.
Yes, yes.
And when the three forces
No,
reach a state of rhythm and balance, everything vanishes.
yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
For any creation in life, there must be imbalance of the forces. You know, before I met Mr. Tavaria, I used to do a lot of crystal gazing. And I had a big crystal ball, and people used to come and ask me questions, and I would look in the ball and I would see clouds in the ball, and I'd ask the clouds questions. The clouds would take shape and I'd say, okay, this is going to happen. And people would come from all over and ask me all kinds of things. And one day I'm sitting with him and he says, are you still practicing that crystal gazing? So I said, no, sir. After I've started the Prism exercise, I stopped. So he says, can you give me your crystal ball? So I said, sure, I'll bring it tomorrow. So next day I gave him the crystal ball. Then after 1 week, he says, what were you doing in that crystal gazing? So I said, sir, when you look in the crystal ball, you visualize clouds inside, and then you ask a question to those clouds. The clouds take a shape and you give an answer out of that. What is going to happen in the future? So then he took out the crystal ball. He said, let me teach you how to look into a crystal ball. And we kept the ball over there. And he says, now look at one point on the crystal ball and concentrate on that point. And don't sit too close as you always sit and look like this. Sit a little far away. So I sat a little far away and I looked. And he says, concentrate on the point and you will start seeing a window in the crystal ball. There is no window, it's a crystal. But you keep looking at one and a sort of window creates over there. So I said, yes, now I can see the window. So he says, now keep looking at it, it will expand. For 15-20 minutes, I looked at it. At one point, it had expanded so much that he was sitting next to me. Both of us were in the crystal ball. It had taken the form of the whole room. So, I mean, but this is not the crystal ball. It's not going to tell you what is going to happen tomorrow, but it will give you a glimpse of your own divine nature. I think that's more important than what is going to happen tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. So any other questions on this?
Sir, Pratyush Tomar wants to ask. I'm just putting him on. Yes, please.
Please ask.
Sir, why time limit is set to only 5 minutes?
Normally we start daydreaming in 5 minutes. So, and this is such a powerful exercise that even a few minutes is, even 5 minutes is too much of time actually.
Okay, sir.
Later on, we will talk about extending the time at some other point, but we must become proficient in what we are doing in that 5 minute time.
Okay.
Can I ask one question, sir?
Please do, please do.
When we look down into the prism, what do we visualize for 5 minutes?
No, sir. I said that we have an inner state where I have lost my most precious thing.
Yes.
Now, the example which Mr. Tavaria used to give us is that he had gone to somebody's office and he sat down there and somebody's diamond ring had fallen down and everybody was looking for the diamond ring. And he was sitting there, but nobody knew that he had come. And he was sitting there because everybody's attention was looking for the diamond ring. Similarly, I have lost myself. My diamond ring is lost. And the only place I'm going to find it is in the prism. So I'm looking further. I'm looking further. I'm looking further. Keep looking further. Far away, far away, far away.
But you have to concentrate. You have to concentrate solely in one direction without having any thoughts in the mind.
Don't worry about your thoughts. Don't worry about your thoughts. Let the thoughts come. You look through the center as if there is no bottom. Still further, I'm looking for the bottom. Still further, I'm looking for. At one point, your attention will detach from the thought. And when you don't give attention to thought, it cannot come. So don't try to stop your thoughts. You look further and further. At one moment, thoughts will stop naturally.
So there is no, you don't have to mediate or don't, you have to free mind. Thought process can go
Be
on and
relaxed,
you keep on
totally
looking.
relaxed. Only thing is I've lost my most precious thing, and the only place I can find it is in this prism.
Oh, that is the thing.
And I can't see it yet. I'm looking further. I can't see it yet. I'm looking further.
Keep doing, keep going down and down.
Deeper and deeper, deeper.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You know, there's a beautiful, what do you call, two shastras on time and space. One is the Yog Vashisht Ramayana, and the other is the Tripura Sundari, Tripura Rahasya. Tripura Rahasya was Raman Maharishi's favorite book. Now, in Tripura Rahasya, there's a story of a queen called Lilavati. And Lilavati had this, what do you call, desire to see the whole world, to go on a world tour. One day at night, a fairy comes to Lilavati and says, "You want to see the world? Let me take you." So she takes Lilavati outside her body and they catch hands, and she shows her all the sights of the galaxies and one galaxy after the other. And then darkness starts coming in, and more darkness and more darkness. And at one point, Lilavati can't even see that she's holding somebody's hand. And she suddenly gets frightened and she asks the fairy that, "Where are we?" So she says, "That space which contained what do you call universes, we have left long ago. We are now in pure empty space. When you look in the prism, you will reach into pure empty space." Do that. Can you imagine that here there is a whole parda of thought? And if that parda of thought just opens up, then there's a whole empty space beyond. Wouldn't you like to go for a space, journey in empty spaces?
Right. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Anyone else wants to ask any question?
I still have one more thing to teach you.
Okay. Yes, sir. We can continue.
Okay, now is how to breathe all 24 hours. Now, this is not an exercise, but we learn it as an exercise, and slowly it becomes a semi-habit. The two kinds of habits, one is mechanical habits, and we have lots of mechanical habits. We have mechanical habits of thinking, we have mechanical habits of feeling, we have mechanical habits of eating and moving, etc., etc. And the whole spiritual journey is nothing but replacing mechanical habits by conscious habit. But the thing is, in conscious habit, even if you make it a habit, it cannot become 100% mechanical. There is that 10% of awareness or consciousness that this is going on. So we are going to learn something, how to breathe in rhythm all 24 hours, but we cannot make it 100% mechanical as the way we are mechanically breathing now, but still we try to make it a habit where we are breathing in rhythm all 24 hours. Mr. Tavaria called this as three-step rhythmic breathing. Three-step means 3 steps to learn. One is technique, how to breathe. One is volume, how much to breathe. And the third is rhythm, to breathe in rhythm. The technique is to breathe with the stomach and chest both. Normally, as we age, either most people are breathing from here, or some people are breathing from here. So we want to breathe with both, right? So what we'll do is we'll put our little finger in the navel like this. I'll stand. You don't have to stand, just do it sitting. Little finger in the navel like this, and put our hands like this and breathe with the stomach and chest both. Okay. Now, I can't make you practice here. You have to practice at home. And when you are at home, take one thick book and put it on your stomach, and one thick book on the chest. Lie down near a mirror like this, so the mirror is on the side like this, and breathe with both, and see that both the books are going up and down together. This is the technique of breathing, that to breathe with the stomach and chest both in such a way that both go up and down together. So if the stomach is fat, it doesn't matter, both go up and down together. If the stomach is trim, then both go up and down together, but they must move up and down together. It'll take us 2-3 days to get this technique. It won't take longer, because when we are born, we are breathing in this. The stomach and chest are moving up and down if you see a baby together. So we just have to remember what we forgot. Now try to do this, or you can just stand the way I am standing, hands like this, and just practice. I'll tell you a small story that Mr. Tavaria had come to Madhavpur, where I'm staying just now in this ashram over here. And the first day he taught these exercises. So next day I had gone in his room and he was in the bathroom. So we were sitting on the chair and I was doing this, you know, right? And so he must have come out of the bathroom and he saw me, you know, practicing this over there. And he looked at me and then he took a deep breath like this. And automatically he breathed 10 feet away and my chest went up and down. Huh? Right? I said, this is the way to do it. Right? So, I mean, that is how he taught me to how to get the technique of breathing. So it will go up and down together like this. Once you've got this, to do this, you will do deep breathing. To do this, we have to do deep breathing. But we can't deep breathe all 24 hours. So then go back to your normal breath, or little more than normal will do. So to learn, what did we do? Now we've learned it. Now just a small movement, normal breath. But it'll be a little more than normal. Like I said, 10% will increase. Okay. Now once that is done, listen to the music. Now the music is the same rhythm, but the speed of the rhythm has slowed down. When we did the exercises, it was 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Rhythm is the same, 1, 2, 3 in, 5, 6 out, but it is now at a slow speed of 12 breaths per minute, not 36 breaths per minute. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And this is continuous. Don't make gaps. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. No gaps. Continuous. Okay, we'll breathe with the music. Put your hands over here. Don't do deep breathing now. Learn it at home. Just try to breathe with the music. 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, I don't want to take extra time from you in practicing this, just the first 3 days to get the stomach and chest together. You will practice this every night when you go to sleep. So when you go to sleep at night, put on the music softly. Sleep in whatever position you're sleeping. It's always best to sleep on the left at night and get up on the right. Breathe with the music.
5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
After some time, you'll go to sleep. The music will continue. For some time in your sleep, you will be breathing in rhythm. When you do this tomorrow again, that time will increase a little. When you do this next month again, the time will increase a little. So every day as you're practicing this in your sleep, the time in which you're breathing in rhythm will increase. Over a period of time, you'll be breathing 1 or 2 months, you'll be breathing for quite some time in your sleep. Then add on in the daytime. Don't stop at night. Like I said, I learned in 1988, right? It is now 33 years. I still use the music at night. I don't say I've learned. If I teach others, I have to do it myself. So every night I put on the music and go to sleep. Now add on in the daytime. So don't start with writing, start with reading. So whenever you have time, you read, put on the music, breathe with the music and read. Initially, your attention will go from what you call what you're reading to the music, to the music. At one point, you'll be breathing with the music and reading at the same time. You have been able to divide your attention. You know, the rishis talk of 4 states of consciousness. Nidra, Swapna, Jagruti. The basic quality of Jagruti is attention is divided. So here, your attention is on the breath, your attention is on the breathing. At the same time, this automatically takes you into that state of Jagruti. Of course, the 4th state, Turiya, objective state of consciousness. But before that is the state of self-consciousness, Jagruti. And this self-consciousness starts with I am looking at you and I'm aware of myself at the same time. For that, I have to divide my attention. And this simple practice brings us into that state without us knowing about it, right? So please first start with every night when you go to sleep. Then when you're reading in the daytime, then go to writing. Then you can work on your laptop also, have the music, breathe with the music, and work on your laptop. Right? I was in the stock market for a number of years. Even now, whenever I get the time, I like to day trade sometimes. But the music is on, I breathe with the music. Right? So it's a very, very powerful thing, what I'm telling you. I mean, you won't know and you've reached the other shore. Right? I mean, it's so powerful, so powerful. And such a simple thing. You see, when a person meditates, the meditator is always there. I am meditating. And that subtle meditator, you know, when you have to observe that subtle meditator and be free of that meditator also. Here you have done nothing, you've just done breathing. So that subtle meditator is not there, you reach the other shore. When I met Mr. Tavaria in 1988, he asked me, how many years have you been meditating? So I said, since 1971. So he says, okay, now 1 year you forget meditation. And you know, for a meditator, it's very difficult because he has this subtle ego inside. Breathing, it's all nonsense. And breathing exercise is total nonsense, right? But I followed him because I knew in his eyes that what I wanted was with him. And things happened on their own. It so happened that one day before he left, 3 weeks before he left. I woke up in the morning and I could hear the rhythm. In those days, we didn't have these all-night mobile phones and all that. So we had to use the tape recorder. So the tape recorder had switched off at night. The music was not on. And still I could hear the rhythm. And the rhythm was going this way. Radhe Krishna. Now I had never practiced Radhe Krishna. Right? I was against all that taking names of God, total scientific minded person. And if anybody would say, and Mr. Tavaria, many times he would take the rhythm into Radhe Krishna, right? But I thought just 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, that's it. I never practiced it. And I'm saying, where is this rhythm coming from? And I could hear it as I'm hearing this with my ears. And then I looked inside, every cell of my body was saying Radhe Krishna. And that day I went to the stock market. I was trading in the stock market, right? And I used to many times trade at the Reliance counter. And this Radhe Krishna went on. Here, I'm wondering, I'm saying, where is this coming from? And it was my own cells of the body repeating it. And it was as if it had gone through every part of the body. So then I went to him after 3 days and I said, this is what happened. So he says, now you teach everybody how to do this rhythm in Radhe Krishna. So now we are going to do it with Radhe Krishna. Okay. So again, we'll put our hands here, breathe with the music, be very relaxed. Don't take deep breaths. Normal, little more than normal will do. And we'll do it with Radhe Krishna. Breathe in Radhe, breathe out Krishna. Say it inside. Don't say it outside. Radhe Krishna, 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 Radhe Krishna. So initially, please practice 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. But after a few months, you can add any jap you like. It doesn't have to be Radhe Krishna. There is a beauty of the dance of duality in Radhe Krishna. I'm looking at you, Radhe. I'm looking at my reaction inside Krishna. I'm looking at my reaction inside. I'm looking from which sanskar, which pattern it is coming. My reaction becomes Radhe. The pattern becomes Krishna. I'm looking at the pattern, it becomes Radhe. And the light which creates the pattern is Krishna. I'm looking at the light, and that, my eternal I inside, it becomes Krishna. This is the inner journey of Radhe Krishna, from the duality of life to that one Krishna inside. And so there's a beauty in Radhe Krishna, but does not mean that you have to do Radhe Krishna. I'll tell you a small story that quite some years ago, the parish in Goa, they invited me and to teach at it was a secluded space in Goa where they teach what do you call people to become fathers in the Christian this thing. And the Vatican was very against this program, but the Goa bishop, he agreed to it. So from the Vatican, they sent somebody to monitor that this guy is not teaching any nonsense. And for 7 days, I stayed there and I taught the new fathers. They go through a 4-year course like we go through in college for our BA degree. And they go through a 4-year course to become a father. And there I taught for these 7 days. And there I can't say Radhe Krishna, of course. So I said, "Oh, Jesus, Mary." So you can take whatever you want, whatever japa you want. One day we'll go into the depth of what is japa. Or if you're a Jain, you can go like Om Namo Hariyantaram, Om Namo Hariyantaram. You can, so whatever, but like I said, there's this beauty of duality in the dance of life in what do you call Radhe Krishna. And after 7 days, that person who had come from the Vatican, he asked me, would you join me for lunch? So I had lunch with him. He says, whether these priests do it or not, I'm going to do this the rest of my life. So this is it. So you can add any japa now. So please do practice this rhythmic breathing. When the breath comes into rhythm, over a period of time, the prana comes into rhythm. When the prana comes into rhythm, the emotions come into rhythm. Can you see, if I'm breathing in rhythm, I cannot get angry on you. Unless the rhythm breaks, for me to get angry on you, the rhythm has to break. But if I'm breathing, I'm not controlling my anger. But I'm breathing in rhythm. There is no anger left. How to get angry? You know, unless there's anger inside, how can I get angry on you? I have to have something to give you. So just by breathing in rhythm, the what do you call? The breath will come in rhythm, the prana, the emotions, and the patterns, the sanskars of thousands of lifetimes which are blocking the inner light, they will start dissolving into the rhythm. And the Yoga Sutra says, Patanjali says, when these sanskars dissolve, tata shiyate prakash avaranam, then the veil over the light has been, opened up, and the inner light comes out. It's just a simple thing of breathing in rhythm. Right? So please do these exercises, practice this rhythmic breathing. Simple things can bring about a great transformation. Right? Any other questions? Otherwise, today we'll do the meditation with Radhe Krishna. Is it okay, sir? Any
Sir,
questions?
I want to ask a question.
Yes,
I'm
please.
Almighty speaking.
Yeah, please. I didn't get your name. I'm sorry, but doesn't matter.
I'm Almighty speaking.
Almighty, where are you? We can pin you.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know, can we have a video made on the sequences of these exercises to help us during practice?
Yeah. I'll ask Ketav to either send you the video, or there is a, an app. In that app, there is a video also. There is a video in the app also, but I'll ask
Thank
Ketav.
you. Thank you, sir.
Sir, may I ask a
Yeah,
question?
please. Yeah.
I'm Shashi Kapila. I had attended some of the early lectures of Soli Bhai.
Right.
He had come to Mohan Kabra's house. So he had given us one tip, that with respect to the three-step rhythmic breathing, the music which you are playing right now, he had also given us one tip. If I just correct me if I'm wrong. He said it is the rhythm of the sea. The sea waves, when they come in, it's 1, 2, 3, turn, and then 5, 6. And that's exactly the same timing of 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So when we don't have the recording, can we use the sea's rhythm?
What he meant is not the waves which come to the shore. The waves which come to the shore are breakers. To see this rhythm, you have to go out into the sea. And when you're in the deep sea, you'll see the waves going 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So you can't do it with the breakers which come to the shore.
Yeah,
what he meant. You see, he said that
that's why he did the correction.
Astral body of the earth is water.
Yes, that's what he said.
Right. So when you're breathing with the intrinsic rhythm of water, then you're, aligning with the astral body of the earth. That's.
I remember that's why the correction was there. I misunderstood.
Yeah. So
And,
the waves, you're right in the waves, but the waves in the deep sea, not the breakers which come to the shore.
Can I ask?
Yeah. Yeah, please.
Yes, because I didn't have the.
When you said Radhe Krishna, I don't. First, I saw Mr. Tavaria, and then I started weeping. I couldn't break myself. I don't know why it happened, but I was unable to check myself. I'm sorry for that, but I want to know that is it good or bad?
Sir, your safe deposit vault, you're holding a lot of pain inside, sir. And yes, and initially don't do Radhe Krishna, just do 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. But as you do it over a period of time, then add Radhe Krishna. It will bring a deep healing inside. And that is what is necessary to bring about a deep healing inside. I will just show you one more small technique because he has come out with cotton. She's bringing some cotton. Let me show you a technique. And sir, please do practice this technique which I'm teaching, especially for you. And please do practice this, right? All this will slowly go away, which is happening. Because you're holding on to a lot of pain in your safe deposit vault, right? Take a piece of cotton. And this is an artificial thing, right? And keep it flat like this and just roll it like this, roll it. Don't twist it like this and put it in your right nostril. Check that the breathing has stopped. Do this at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and take it out at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Right? If it gets wet, which it will get wet, because we are very sensitive and that sensitiveness will all come out into this cotton, immediately change the cotton. Right? 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Only rule is you cannot sleep. If you sleep, you must sleep in a chair, a sofa in front of the TV. Right? But don't go to sleep on the bed. Do this for 1 year without missing a single day. All our inner pain will go away. The mind will become silent. Acidity will go away. Heat in the body will go away. If ladies are facing any period problems, they will go away. More than 50% of our anger and irritation will vanish. Right? Very simple technique. And it's very necessary for you, sir. I can see your face. When I see your face, after doing this for 3 months, I must see a different face. Right? So please do this. Please do this. So this is a miraculous technique. Just you have to block this. Go about your daily activities, eat your food, do everything. Don't bother about what Swarnadi Shastra says or anything. Right? Just block your right nostril and do this. You'll feel in 3 weeks, you'll feel you're a changed person. So much of luggage which you're carrying, you'll drop the luggage. Extra. Anything else? Anyone else?
On this point itself, one more clarification. Soli Bhai had told exactly this exercise to me for blocking the right nostril with the cotton.
Right. Yes.
But he gave me the time 12 to 2. So
you may have had blood pressure.
I don't have.
He may have seen that you had blood pressure, so he changed the time a little.
He gave the time 12 to 2. That was it.
So
and,
he had timings for different diseases, but this was a general time.
And one more thing he taught was that I don't recall as well some other points. Yes, I had constant rhinitis within 1 week of doing his three-step the cleansing exercise.
Very good. You muted yourself again. You muted yourself again. Huh? Yeah.
Pardon?
You'll have to repeat. You muted yourself.
No, I had constant rhinitis, sneezing in Bombay.
Right.
And with Soli Bhai's exercises, within a week, it disappeared forever. Soli Bhai's exercise. I mean, I remember that. That's all. Thank you.
I have a question. Shukla, SN Shukla.
Yes.
Now this, while keeping this cotton up the nostril, is it okay to go about our normal work, whatever one is doing?
No. Whatever you're doing.
So one can continue doing whatever one is doing, just keep that cotton there. It's not necessary to rest or kind of be in a...
Do whatever you're doing. Just see if it gets wet, change the cotton.
All right. Okay.
Because if it gets wet, it will shrink and the breathing will start.
So I just heard something about BP. Now I have BP, but I'm on medication. It's okay. So are there any kind of suggestions on that?
Just now, 1 year you do 1 to 4. Then we'll talk.
1 to 4. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Excuse me.
So there is one more person who wants to, who has raised her hand. Please come in.
Yeah. Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You
Madam,
can hear? Yeah.
So
actually, I've done this exercise for 1 year. I've been doing.
Please talk a little louder. I can't hear. I can't hear.
Ma'am, we can't hear you properly.
Now, sir.
No.
Hello.
Yes. Yeah.
Hello.
You better shout your question.
I've been doing these. Yeah, I've been doing these exercises for 2 years, sir. And I've been doing the right nostril blocking for 1 year. 1 year I've been doing, but still I've not overcome all the problems.
Right. You can stop.
I haven't overcome my problems as such, like all of it. There's still a lot of pain and keeps coming up, and I've again started doing it from 1 to 4.
Yeah, please do continue blocking the right nostril, right? And whenever there is pain, sit down for 2 minutes and do the rhythmic breathing.
Yeah, I practice rhythmic breathing also. I put the tape at night. In the daytime also, I keep it, and I work. Whatever I do, I keep the music on and I do it. But this 1 year I have done, but still I face problems physical also and even emotional.
You have what?
They're not yet gone, but there's a lot of other improvements. Like I'm more stable as such on an emotional level and all that.
It will. Sometimes the wood is very wet, so before it can burn, it has to dry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Huh?
Yes, sir.
It will go.
Thank you, sir.
Right, and maybe sometime I don't know where you all are, but maybe sometime if I'm in Bombay, we can meet or something.
I'm in Bombay. I live in Mumbai.
Right. Okay, good.
Rajen bhai, actually our group is very diverse, so we are connecting with each other from all parts of the country. That is an issue. But it's a very vibrant group. So
very good, very good.
Yeah,
I have one small question, sir.
Yeah.
I am S.K. Sharma from Delhi. If this normal person does this exercise of keeping one nostril closed, this right nostril, for 1 hour or say half an hour daily, does it eases your tension?
That is what I said. If you block it from 1 to 4, 3 hours.
3 hours daily, not less than that.
No, you can do less also if you want, but do it in that time only, 1 to 4.
And if you do it in trading time of stock market, as you were suggesting for the lighter vein.
Right.
Does it improve efficiency or profitability?
It will.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. We'll practice the Radhe Krishna one more time. Right?
Yes, Rajen.
So breathe with the music, Radhe Krishna. Close your eyes. Feel the breath coming in and going out. Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna. Sense the breath which is coming in. The breath which is coming in, Radha, it is moving through the body, and when it goes out, it is touching the tip of the nose in between the two eyes, where our Krishna is. So feel the breath coming in, and visualize a small black flame between the two eyes. The breath coming in, Radha, going out, touching the feet of Krishna, touching the black flame between the two eyes and going out, Krishna. This is the cycle of life and death. The black flame, Krishna, the breath coming in, Radha. This rhythm, feel it in every cell of the body. The cells of the body have tension, they have disease. Feel the rhythm entering the cells, and the cells are releasing their tension and releasing their disease. You'll feel as if your whole body is dancing in this rhythm. Radhe Krishna. Radhe Krishna. Radhe Krishna. Hold the black flame between the two eyes. This is Krishna. Everything we do in life, he is the witness. It is in his sakshi that we do everything. So the breath comes in, the breath goes out. Slowly, this rhythm is calming everything from thoughts, emotions, sensations. Every part of the body, every muscle is in deep relaxation, just the rhythm moving in and out. Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna. Now try to expand your consciousness to your surroundings. Expand your consciousness through Mother Nature. Expand your consciousness to the world of the planets, to the stars. And try to sense that in this whole universe there is just one rhythm, Radhe Krishna. Whether it is a big galaxy, whether it is a small cell in my body, both are in this intrinsic dance of life, Radhe Krishna. And we've become a part of that intrinsic rhythm, this rhythm of the cosmos. Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Radhe. Feel this inner expansion and contraction, the breath moving in, the breath going out, touching the feet of Krishna between the two eyes. The black flame. Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna. Slowly come back in your body. Feel yourself occupying the body, just as you occupy a hotel room. Feel the cells like dancing in this rhythm. Slowly we'll switch off the music. Try to continue the breathing in this rhythm without the music for some time. Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Radhe. Very relaxed, be breathing in the rhythm without the music. It's not just you breathing, every small cell is breathing in this rhythm. And in that, they let go of all the pain they have been carrying. When rhythm comes in the cells can't hold pain, they cannot hold disease. Only the rhythm. Try to breathe in the rhythm for 1 more minute. Radhe Krishna. The sense of life, Radhe Krishna. Just hold the rhythm as long as you can. Now you can slowly open your eyes. Thank you, sir. I'll hand it over to you.
Rajen bhai, if we could just have this the music for breathing. I have got the audios for the music relating to the exercises, but just for the breathing, if we could have, I could share it.
I'll tell Ketav is putting his hand up. He'll do everything.
Okay, thank you so much, Rajen bhai.
Sir, tomorrow afternoon, actually 2 to 3, I'm talking to our South African group on internal considering. So if anybody is interested, please call Ketav to join in that group.
Okay. So we will request Ketav to kindly give the link. There must be some link. So we'll post it on the group. So whosoever is interested, they can join. It will be a YouTube transmission or a Zoom?
Zoom transmission.
Zoom transmission. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Rajen bhai. It has been a wonderful session. And I, for one, had been in.
Next Tuesday?
Yes, yes, for as long as you wish.
So next Tuesday, we'll talk about what is mantra.
Yeah.
What is sound energy? How was language created? And then the Tuesday after that, we'll talk of the Gayatri Mantra.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Rajan Bhai. We are very, very grateful.
No, I am grateful to you, sir, that we are able to take Mr. Tavaria to everyone.
Yeah. And in fact, his presence is so tangible here in this program. It's like he is visiting all of us.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And we'll end with the mantra.
Yeah.
Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviriyam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।